Absorb Health is a spell that causes direct damage to an enemy's health and gives that health to the caster. It's also the only direct damage spell that doesn't belong to the Destruction School of Magic. In Morrowind it falls under Mysticism. In comparison to the cheapest damage spells like Fire or Frost, it is kinda expensive. Absorb Health, 100 points on touch, costs 80 magicka. In comparison, a fire damage spell with the same magnitude costs only 50 magicka. However, that's only accounting for half of what the spell does. Restore Health 100 points also costs 50 magicka, meaning that if you used both those spells you would spend 20 more magicka than if you just used Absorb Health. By the way, the health gain for you and the health loss for the enemy you cast it on are both permanent. It is damage plus restore health, not drain plus fortify health. However, Absorb Health is affected by resist magicka, so you may want to consider using other spells against orcs and Bretons who have a resistance. However, Absorb Health isn't correctly reflected in the vanilla version of the game, so it can be a perfect thing to use against enemies with Reflect. In-game there are some enemies that use Absorb Health themselves, most notably vampires, and if you become a vampire yourself, you'll get that spell too. In Oblivion, Absorb Health now belongs to the Restoration School of Magic. It costs about twice as much as elemental damage spells. 100 points of Absorb Health on touch is 227 magicka, while in comparison fire damage 100 points on touch costs 106 magicka. 100 points of Restore Health is 142 magicka. That's with both Destruction and Restoration at 84, by the way. Level 84 has no special meaning, it's just what my Destruction is currently at in Oblivion. So it is slightly cheaper, though the comparison with Damage Health and Restore Health would be much more flattering. Unfortunately, Absorb Health is only available on touch in Oblivion, which limits its usefulness somewhat. You can't enchant it on bows either. Well, you can, but it'll still only be on touch, meaning it will only work on enemies that are close by, which kind of defeats the point of a bow. Orcs and Bretons still have Resist Magic, which works on Absorb Health, but Resist Magic also resists elemental spells in Oblivion. So you aren't actually causing more damage by using an equal magnitude Frost spell, for example. However, there is one more thing that makes Absorb Health superior to both damage and Restore Health spells. You see, if you increase the spell area, you can hit multiple enemies at once. If you hit one enemy with an Absorb Health spell with a magnitude of 10, you will restore 10 of your hit points. However, if you hit 5 enemies instead, each of them will separately contribute 10 points, but you, the player, will actually restore 50 health in total, assuming there's no Resist Magicka involved. This works for both Morrowind and Oblivion, but adding extra area of effect is much cheaper in Morrowind. In Skyrim, Absorb damage is only available to vampires and with Creation Club. There's no Spellmaker either, so tough luck if you want to change that Vampiric Drain spell into something else. But Absorb Health is available to everyone as an enchantment. Also, it now falls under Destruction Magic for some reason. If you want to know how Damage Health compares to this, please see this video next. But please also check the pinned comment in that video because I made an error when comparing spell costs in Oblivion. Thanks for watching.